What's good, motherfuckers? I'm gonna let y'all have some common ass. That's not bachata, but that's some good shit. Well, anyway, I gotta run out. I'll be back in about 2.5, 3 hours, and we'll get our reading, okay? But I just want to say, hey, I know some of y'all recognize this Friday, TJIF and all. Shut that shit up. But just make it the best day for those who are going to be busy out there, all right? I just uploaded some shorts, just a little something different, you know what I'm saying? Just like what I usually do. Bring a little laughter, and also I find it very important to sometimes look beyond the ignorance of the masses. It used to be where you could say the ignorance of the few. Remove that binding tie that tears you along to something that is no good. That's my tea. Woo. And the reason why, because it's easy to belong. Especially when the belonging to is the masses of lies, deception, and everything else. I shared a video that somebody had shared to me, and it said fact checkers said it was a lie, talking about the Rockefellers and the secret coven. Now, I learned from my Ashkenazi uncles that it's all real. I learned when I was over in Palestine. I learned when I was in Germany that this coven, and I learned from a 90-year-old Masonic woman, an 87-year-old Masonic man, and an 85-year-old Masonic man, not Brutus in the corner, that it's a coven they have. It's a pact with something. And when I tell you that there's an individual who's been living on flesh and blood and nothing else, that's been alive for a long time, the opposite of the natural. That's why there are children out here who are probably just as powerful who have been eating nothing but fruits and vegetables all their lives, never jabbed with nothing. I don't expect everybody to listen to me. It's like this one individual in TikTok, this pale skin. I shared a wonderful video. I might share it on here. And he comes along, you know, I'm not racist, but even black people, right? You know, stupid. The ignorance is real in this world. And some, it's not meant for you to change. Now, I can easily sway him otherwise. I just choose not to. I kind of like him. I know some of y'all might be saying, what in the... Stop thinking for me. You can never do that. I watched two beloved brothers who I was introduced one by one. And the one had to say something that would negate negativity. Sometimes, regardless of what your feelings or emotions are or how you stand on something, you need to be fucking quiet. Especially when we're having fun. Because when one is not seen as being very potently in regards to responding, another level of power, sometimes you need to lower your ego. Because most people who start speaking about ego are the ones who are convexed by it. Sometimes we have to do a little more inner work. And if I see it again, I'm going to have to speak on it. And Rondo, you know what I'm talking about, Ganja. And I just said, let me see how this plays out, because it shouldn't be playing out in our little chat. brother man shouldn't have said what he said. Just like when we were having that live, when I'm speaking about actions that are required or may be required, don't nobody come in there with no, I don't want to hear no 60s love shit. If you don't love yourself enough to let that exude out, to know that the people around you at the time know that love is imminent because it's purposeful, but that there's another quality that needs to be dealt with, don't come spewing roses and daisies and stuff. Don't want to hear that. People want to hear reality. Love, there's only one kind. And if you don't have it, then you cannot extrapolate by miming and sending information and putting all these dichotomies of different statements out. It's not how love works. It's standalone. Ignorance and ego is stand in the communities of irrelevance that seems to be the masses. Because when you're living a lie and there's no truth there, you have actually circumvented the fact that you are irrelevant. I don't care how you feel. I had to educate a couple of people saying, bro, I don't recognize no damn crayon colors. And then you got dumb young Negroes putting YT. Like, first of all, stop it. They're not white. Like, what is wrong with you? Mentally absorbed, confused, conflicted individuals, because we still have dumb Negroes my age and older who are, let me tell you something, not everybody comes from a solid family of foundation of knowledge and history and genealogy. You need to remember that. Wars, many lives are lost. Millions of our people's lives have millions upon millions. You couldn't even imagine the number. And then every day, dumb women, because of broken niggas and broken mamas and poppies, go out there and kill millions of our sentient life forms coming into this world. Okay? So I'll be back to read. And of course, we're going to start with the God is Eden and Anunnaki and Bloom, and then from there we'll go back into the Arthur Kessler. I'm attempting to finish that book because I might get into the other one that's a little more in depth. Not so much as I'm talking about as far as Arthur Kessler. He told it from the side of what he's been nurtured in, and even though he broke it down, he still affirmed himself Ab-Khazarian, which he's a Khazar, which he knew that as well. And they murdered him and his wife because he just told a little too much as far as the assimilation, the coup d'etat of the original melanated individuals, and them taking on their identity to when we were all over four corners of earth, which has something to do with pre-Egypt. I don't think y'all get that. I'm gonna say that again, pre-Egypt. And what was brought before what was pre-Egypt? We damn sure grew beyond, let's put it like this, we grew beyond 10 feet tall. And you can believe what you choose and what you want. And we're not from here. We are the original ones here, but we are not from here. I have a story to tell. Herbo, Ganja. Man, what's going on, beloveds? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, finish my tea. I gotta run, get myself together. I gotta run out. I'm gonna pack my little breakfast, take it with me, because probably in about an hour and a half or so. You know what? 2 hours. No, I'll come back. Maybe I won't eat until about 12 or something. Hey, how are you, brother? Alabama's in the house, fighting 18th. The true fighting 18th. Not the fictional Peckerwoods running around who never was over even on this land until the damn 1900s. 90% of them Peckerwoods in Alabama didn't even get here until 1920s. 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and even some in the 80s and 90s. Now, the other 10% of the overseers of the lies, the constitutions, the education system, and I've come to learn that every school curriculum is not the same. Isn't that something? Anyway, much appreciated, respected, and sometimes we got to deal with things the way they're supposed to be dealt with, and stop being docile and eating their poisons. Now, if you're going to have a steak, right now I would advise y'all to stay away from chicken unless you know the source of the chicken and where it's coming from. Fish, get out there and fish, people, and freeze it. Gut it, clean it, and freeze it. Salt it. Do something. Put it in a barrel and salt it as much as you can. If you catch 50 crappies, clean them, eat 2, and salt the rest. You know how to salt fish for long storage the last 10 years? Some of y'all don't do no. Man, my grandmammy and my grandpappy used to be sitting there. We used to have them big barrels with the salted pork, beef, and no refrigerator, and fish. And man, I grew up eating that very much. All that salted, grew up eating that. And whenever we had fried catfish, that was fresh caught. Trout or flounder, you know, fish fries, they were fresh caught. The salted, we ate at home. No high blood pressures, no cancers, no none of that. Nighttime got cancer because he kept drinking that hooch, that messed up moonshine. You know, Chuck Berry's friend. Yes, I grew up knowing all these people. That's the family I come from, people. I just didn't assimilate into that world. All right. Anyway, let me go out and get off of here. I appreciate y'all. Hey, APJR, what's going on, beloved? Yeah, good, love it. Well, just go out there. It's a necessity right now. Catch as many as you can and go and learn on whatever platform how to salt it. Somebody asked me, this is the sea moss that I've been utilizing, with elderberry and sour soap gel. Now, I hit them up and they're saying that they're legit. And I said, I hope so, brother. And this is it right here. Holistic Bob's. But the original one that I've been utilizing for a long time, and this is out of a case. This is just regular old sea. This is the real sea moss, Irish sea moss, y'all. Out of Jamaica. Crafted and with lime and alkaline water. This right here. Boy, you know when it tells you take like a spoonful? I take 3 or 4 spoonfuls a day, y'all. I put it in my smoothie. I just don't tell y'all. You dig what I'm saying? So, between these two, very good. Minerals. I would hate to be a nigga selling something and selling some garbage. I hate to have to put somebody on somebody. But that's the way it rolls. So, you know what I'm saying? I will show y'all the beer. Actually, Ganja got to drink the beer that I like to get from over here. And I've got like 2 6-packs. So whenever I do want to have a glass of wine, I don't drink. I haven't drank for a moment now. Since Arcadia. Since Arcadia, I haven't had nothing to drink. That's it. I got a bottle of wine that I will keep. It's 70-something years old. But if I want to have a sip of it, you better believe it's going to be just a glass of wine, no more. I actually have control. Beer, I'm like Ganja. I can drink 1 or 2 beers, and it's really, really good. And and I'm good. I don't like getting drunk. Now, if I'm with a bunch of folks and we having a good time, and there's some poontang around that I can beat up, oh man, I'm gonna get lit because I'm gonna slap down on that ass cheeks. I'm pat. Oh, excuse me. That's not child friendly. I didn't say it was in the first goddamn place. Anywho, let me go ahead and shut this bitch. I can run my mouth all day and hope y'all enjoy the little videos I'm making because, hey man. But I got to get on the road. I got to head over the flag. I got to head over to somewhere. And then I got to come back and I got to stop at Copper Mine. And I got to stop at, you know what I'm saying? Some old shooting spots from the Western days, supposedly. Doc Holiday shit, you know what I'm saying? But, much love, respect. And I'll get with y'all. Oh, I know y'all love that right there, right? Oh, yeah. I got the lower. So I'm going to be putting that together. I'm going to record it, but I'm not going to put it up on here. I'm going to record and edit me putting the lower together, the trigger and all that stuff. The buffer tube and what buffer I'm using, the coil, the spring, and all that little stuff. Yeah, man. If I load it up, I might load it on Instagram. We'll see. Anyway, just love and respect. I don't see no sisters in here, but you already know, brothers. I gotta hit them first. All right, y'all have a good one. Oh, and we have, I think I saw 1 this morning. Might be 2 new subscribers. Appreciate you guys. I gotta get it down to where I can just read y'all. I did it on TikTok. I don't know why. I just like to talk to y'all. So. Some more Chinese people. Anyway, let me go. I'll holler at y'all later. I saw them this morning walking by my front, and they were looking at my design. I was like, I said, no. And the guy goes, how are you? In China, I was like, ni hao. I started to speak, in Cantonese. And he was like, Anyway, y'all have a good day.